Good morning, you absolute legends. It is, what is it, midday? Dan's over there. It's midday-ish, and I've been in theatre all day working, but I'm here now in the office just to collect a few bits and pieces. Dan and I are going to go have lunch. It's just, us human beings are habitual, aren't we? We are habitual, aren't we? He's going to walk, I'm going to skate in my get-up, in my suitish sort of get-up, and I wonder what it's going to look like with a 40-year-old man skating down the road. It's going to look weird, but I'm going to do it anyway. You love that bike, don't you?
I love it, mate.
You're going to tow me home.
Am I?
Yeah, on that. Boys, you!
I like the floorboards, I'm a sucker for them.
Yeah, the floorboards are pretty cool actually. I've never thought about that. Yeah, we should get you in here. We should get Abdullah a desk, I reckon. Just get him a stand-up desk. Get him a stand-up desk. Yeah, well it's windy now, but at least it's not raining, that's the main thing. Have I got a parking ticket? I do. Right, this is tears. How much? $78. Alright, so I've put it back on the window so that I don't have to pay any more parking for the rest of the day, and then I'll come and get that ticket off there later. I haven't done a Q&A, I reckon, for about probably longer, probably 6 weeks. So Abdullah's in the office. I'm going to do a cheeky Q&A now, and we'll go through some questions. All right, so Rob asks, how does Hannah handle me editing? And what do I do when she gets peeved off with it? Okay, so the answer to that is, Hannah is very, very understanding. She wants the channel to be successful. Okay, so she, most of the time, 99% of the time when I turn the camera on, Hannah's game on. She's into it, you know. She plays up to the camera, and she just goes along with it. There are occasions. I mean, we are not, you know, we're not this perfect dreamy couple. Hannah and I fight. In fact, we probably bicker and argue almost every day. All right, but the good thing about us is we sort it out immediately. So if Hannah and I fight and we yell at each other or something like that, then within 5 minutes we're sort of smiling and it's all over, it's all done. And so when it comes to the vlog, we sort of bounce back pretty quick, you know, like we don't not talk to each other for days on end, put it that way. So the vlog, that's why I can pretty much get Hannah in the vlog every day and it'd be no worries. So Andrea says, am I finding it harder to get into shape now, this time round, than in previous years? And the answer to that is, I would say yes. And I think it's a culmination of things, you know. As you get older, you sort of, like, I sort of feel as though when I was younger, or even recently, like a couple of years ago, I really felt I had a lot more drive than what I do now. I don't necessarily have anything to prove now. I don't know, it's a weird psychological state. But when you're driven, there's this motivating factor that gets you out of bed in the morning, and you know, you really want to win, you ferociously want to win races. Do I have that drive and that ferocity to win a bike race again? No, I don't think I do. And so if I step that back into my training, what am I really training for? You know, so I'm sort of in this bit of a, to be honest with you, I'm in a bit of a grey zone at the moment. I'm more so doing it because I love cycling. Like, I love actually getting on the bike and riding. It's been cold in winter, so that's why I haven't been on a lot lately. But we're pushing into summer and I'm really looking forward to summer. But you know, that question, do I want to get really fit and win races? You know, I'm more so doing it, I feel as I'm doing it for the channel. Am I doing it for my own drive, through my own drive? Not really. not really, you know. Maybe that'll come. Maybe in a few weeks' time when I do a couple of races, I'll be like frothing just to get back into it, you know. But right now, as it stands, I'm finding it really hard, to be honest with you. And Clarky said to me last night, you know, it's like he sensed this, and he said to me, you're really struggling at the moment, aren't you? You're really struggling with motivation. I can see it. And he was spot on, you know. He really said what I've been thinking lately. So, you know, I'm just going to push through this tough time. We all go through tough times, and I think you've just got to push through those hard times, and the motivation will come. Motivation always comes after the action. So, you know, for example, on a micro level, you might pull your socks on, put your shoes on in the morning, get out the door. You might not be motivated to do so, but if you do, you get out there. Once you're riding, once you've come back from your ride, you're pumped, you're into it. And on a macro level, that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm getting on the bike every day. I'm doing something, and hopefully over the next month or two, the motivation comes. But at the moment, I'm really struggling. Yeah, a lot of people ask me how I show those 3D top overviews of my ride. There's a website called relive.cc. You can't actually download the movies from Relive CC, but you can screen capture them. You know, it's copyright, really, at the end of the day. I probably shouldn't be doing it either, but it's a good way for marketing their product. You know, they're getting pretty well known. So yeah, so it's Relive CC, relive.cc. So Thomas Lord says, I dare you to say one vlog without saying tears. No, that's tears. Jeffrey Dapper says, I miss the old Maven channel with all the good old days with the time trial and racing tutorial videos. You know, a couple of people have said to me, am I going to do the racing tutorial videos again with the GoPros? Yeah, look, I will try to this year with the crits and whatnot. I'll put the GoPros on and we'll do a couple of racing tutorial videos. I find those videos tedious to make, and really at the core of it, and I think what Shane's video today has symbolised, and I'll link Shane's video below, but essentially you need to enjoy making videos, really, at the end of the day. I mean, for me personally, it's not about the money. I earn my money through my day job. I really enjoy making videos, and so I'll continue to make videos on YouTube. I aim for daily purely as a commitment to doing regular videos. If I leave them 2 or 3 days or 4 days, I tend to procrastinate out to 5-6 days a week. So I've sort of aimed for daily. Every now and then I miss a day, that's okay. But I enjoy making the videos. Do I enjoy making the crit videos? Not really, because I just find too labour intensive, there's too much involved with laying the data overlay and stuff. But I'll definitely do a couple this year. I'll definitely, just for old time's sake. All right, that's the end of the Q&A, you cracking humans, for today. Tomorrow morning, I'm getting up at 4:30 a.m. I'm going to take Ryan out to on the back of his moped, right? So I'm going to be riding the moped and do some motor pacing with Ryan. I think we're going to do about 4 hours or something like that. So it is going to be freezing tomorrow morning. So I'm going to have like jackets and stuff, but I'll try to have a GoPro on the back of the bike, and we'll get a little bit of the footage from Ryan. And then I'm hoping to catch up with Stephen Lane or Raoul, the carbon guy. And then Friday, we're catching up with all the YouTubers, Abdullah, Shane Miller. We're going to talk about Shane's experience on YouTube. We're going to have Dan Wilkins, Dan sitting there editing a video. Legend. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I'm going to head home now. I'm going to try and get on the trainer for an hour. See you, Governor. Don't stay up too late.
See you, mate.
Did I get you?
Yes. She is such a little shit, that girl. She always scares me. That's just the one time she caught it on camera. But anyway, I'm going to get changed into my kit. I'm going to do an hour on the trainer and go to bed ASAP. and try and get up for 4:30 to do motor pacing with Ryan. But all right, I'm gonna go to the suit and in the kit. All right, I'm going to do an hour of power. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, so that wraps up our Q&A session, my Q&A session with Abdullah on the arse end. Thanks for your thoughts,
thanks for
brother.
having me, mate. Thanks for having
Pleasure,
me.
as always.
Thanks, mate.
We should do a Q&A.
I like this couch. It feels,
It just feels
proper.
right.
It feels right.
right.
Yeah, I'm looking for the proper word.